I'm joined with singer-songwriter Miss Dara Tucker is joining me right now. How's it going?
It's going well. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much for being on the show this evening. I truly appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And I've been a fan of yours for quite some time. You
Oh, thank you.
you live in Nashville. You have performed in my neck of the woods in Lexington,
Oh,
Kentucky.
okay.
You've actually performed at the Lyric Theater. Um,
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, a couple of
so
years ago.
so
Mm-hmm.
that is how I heard of you, and I've been following
Oh,
your
okay.
your career since. And
Okay.
I've been trying to get you on this show for quite some time, but shout out to Craig for making that happen. Um,
Yeah,
Good guy.
absolutely.
And you have a record that you put out recently. The Sun Season is the name of it. Um,
Well, actually, the Sun Season is the one from 2014. The one from this year is called Oklahoma Rain. That's
Oklahoma
the brand
Rain.
new one.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I got them
Mm-hmm.
mixed up a bit. My bad.
Yeah,
uh,
that's okay.
but
That's all right.
Oklahoma Rain is the name of your latest record, and I've
Mm-hmm.
heard a couple of songs. I actually played one of your songs. I played the title track, the self-titled track, Oklahoma Rain. I,
Okay.
I enjoyed the record. I enjoyed a
Oh,
couple of
good.
songs that I've heard. What was it like working on this project, and how you feel about it now that it's released and everything?
Well, it was a really personal project. So it was a compilation of songs that I'd written over the last couple of years about just the process of working through the grief of losing my parents. I lost them both in 2014.
Mm.
So I ended up really kind of working through that by writing music and just sort of allowing that to fuel the creative process. So it was definitely cathartic, and I'm really glad to have something substantial to show for that period of time. So it was arduous, but it was it feels good now to have something to say that this is what I experienced, and I've been able to put that into my creative work. So the process of recording that album was really a joy. We used a lot of really talented musicians here in Nashville, Tennessee, and I think they really helped us to kind of bring the project to life in exactly the way that I had envisioned, and a lot of ways that I hadn't envisioned. So we had a really good time making it.
It's definitely worth listening to. The radio song as well. I definitely enjoy this project. It's definitely refreshing. It's definitely appealing. Definitely worth listening to. Um, Oklahoma Rain is the name of the project. Make sure you go get it. Definitely it's worth the purchase for sure. And
Thank you.
um, so with Oklahoma Rain out, what are some as far as what do you consider some of the fan favorites from the reaction you've been getting from this project so far?
Well, the title track people usually reference as being one of their favorites. The song "Radio" actually just won Song of the Year here at the Nashville Music Awards a couple of weeks ago. So that's definitely been one of the highlights of the year to have that radio song be named a Song of the Year. As far as other, it's just kind of all over the place. Totally depends on who's doing the talking. But I would say Oklahoma Rain and Radio are definitely standout tracks for most people.
Congratulations on the award
Oh,
for
thank you,
for that
thank you,
particular song. Definitely well deserved.
thank you.
Obviously, artists like yourselves, you work very hard. Takes so many hours, writing the songs, getting to the studio, and making these songs into a reality, and to see it being acknowledged like it was at the awards and you winning it, definitely a test the hard work paying off. Like, how did you feel about the nomination and winning the award and the support that you've been getting? This, and considering that Nashville is mostly known for country music, and you're
Right.
totally different from that, and you've
Hmm.
established yourself as one of the premier artists on the local scene, in my opinion. But how do you feel to win that award?
It was pretty cool. I actually won a couple of others at the same time. So I won three of those awards this year. One of them was Jazz Vocalist of the Year, and then Oklahoma Rain won Jazz Album of the Year. So, and then of course Radio won Overall Song of the Year. So it was pretty real. I was made come out of there with one of those, and to win all three that I was nominated for was a pretty cool experience, and one that I won't forget. So it really did feel like a validating kind of a time. That yeah, like you said, starting to get the feeling that I have made my mark on the local scene, which is really important. I think with any artist wanting to break out nationally, internationally, it's really important to be able to say that you've established yourself on the local scene, and that your local, market knows who you are and has acknowledged you for what you do. So that felt really good. It felt really good.
That is awesome. We might as well, we're going from Oklahoma Rain to Oklahoma Sweep. You got all them awards. Got them all. 100%. That's that's pretty cool. So as far as the remainder of the year, as it pertains to you, um, what are some upcoming shows or anything else out there that people need to keep an eye on from Dara Tucker?
Well, I'm headed up to Louisville, Kentucky, actually in a couple of weeks. I unfortunately I don't know my dates exactly, but they are on the website daratucker.com. And then I'll be headed to Chicago after that. So I think both those dates maybe next weekend. Both Louisville and Chicago will be next weekend. So that's kind of what I have on the immediate horizon.
All right, so Lexington people, I know Louisville's a long drive. I know from experience. I've drove there. It's like an hour 10 minute
Yeah,
drive. You, it's a lot
yeah,
longer, but I'm just saying from us Lexingtonians, it's a
right.
very lengthy drive. But if you don't
Mhm.
have any plans on that particular night, you can go to the website for all the details. You can go check out Dara Tucker, and she's gonna perform. She's gonna do her thing. Award-winning Dara Tucker, excuse me, 3 times,
Thank you.
multiple times. Um, you can go check her out and show your support. And she's gonna be in Chicago as well. Um, and she's a lot on the way. Oklahoma Rain is definitely worth listening to. So as far as for people who want to purchase this incredible project, where are the websites that people can stream and or purchase Oklahoma Rain?
Well, you can always go to my website, to daratucker.com, DARAUCKER.com, and purchase them directly from us, especially if you want a physical copy. That's really the only way to get the physical copy, but you can also get the digital copy on my website. Or you can go to iTunes or Amazon or, a Google Play, any of those spots, and just look me up. I've got actually 4 albums out. Oklahoma Rain is just the most recent one, but at any of those websites you can find the music. It's not hard to find.
Cool, cool. Definitely. So, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram,
Yeah.
YouTube, iTunes, Amazon Music, and Google Play. So, I'm just gonna keep this trend going. There's just no excuse for you to go to a website and not see Dara Tucker on there. She's there.
Yeah.
Just look,
I'm there.
and you can reminisce all that is Oklahoma Rain, and show your support. Support local music, support independent music. I love to support local music and independent music. I've done so for a couple of years now, and
Oh, thank you.
because I support local music and independent music, I learn from mutual friends and artists outside of Kentucky, like yourself, that travels here and perform. And
Mhm.
and one of these days, I gotta see Dara Tucker. If not Louisville, back to the lyrics here, and that would be great. Um,
Oh, thank you. We'd love
so
to do that. We'd love to do that.
so I want to know, like, who do you consider like your musical influences, those that has inspired you as a singer and songwriter?
Oh well, there are so many. At the top of the list, I would say are James Taylor and Stevie Wonder, Mel Torme, Nancy Wilson. Definitely both my parents, who were both musicians. My dad was a singer and writer. But there are just so many. Nat King Cole, of course, and then so many writers like Harold Arlen and George Gershwin and Rodgers and Hammerstein, people like that, Stephen Sondheim. So I get my influences from all over the place, but they've sort of all come together to help me express myself. And of course, I grew up with gospel, like the Winans and the Clark sisters and that kind of thing. So I could go on and on and on about influences. But yeah, I get inspiration from everywhere.
Stevie Wonder. I mean,
Mm,
that
yeah.
guy is a music. How can I best describe Stevie Wonder? A musical treasure. Um,
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I mean, parents, all parents have listened to him, and then we ended up listening to him, and now future
Hmm.
generations are listening to him.
Yeah.
And it's very wonderful. It's very uplifting music that he
Hmm.
has done, and if you good, if you need some positive vibes, you go put some Stevie Wonder. It's a
Yeah.
guarantee
Absolutely.
that you're gonna feel a complete different person after you hear the song. You're gonna be feeling real good about yourself. Um,
Yeah. Absolutely.
so Dara, it was great chatting with. Thank you so
You
much.
too.
Thank you so much for being on the show. And again, congrats on everything for the album,
Thank you.
the awards, and everything else you have in store. She's going to be at Louisville and Chicago coming real soon. You can check her out at her website. She's on Facebook. She's on Twitter, Instagram. All those links are on her website at daratucker.com. That's DARA Tucker.com. And I love jazz. I love me some jazz music, and
Oh, great.
very peaceful, very calm the nerves down. I like to call it the calm the nerves down type of music, and it definitely is that type of music for sure.
Yeah.
If you don't listen to jazz music, I don't know what's wrong with you. You need some jazz music in your life, people. Uh, it's definitely something to listen to, and trust me, it's worth the listening for sure. Oh, and as well as Oklahoma Rain is available on various digital platforms, and hard
Hmm.
copies on the website as well. So thank you, Daryl, for your time. You have a great
Thank
evening
you.
and have a great weekend.
You too. You too. Thank you so much.
All right, bye bye.